I mean, it's really like 10 miles either way from everything, like I was out there and, some dude's walking down the street on 193 and steals my freaking Jeep. What the hell? I'm in the middle of nowhere. And dude, it was one of those situations where I was like, what the listen, I'll tell you that story because it was pretty funny. So my daughter, she's probably 5, 6 ish, 7. And we're going out Brandy had parked the Jeep out in the driveway, and you know how the house was set up. It had the hook, and we just parked our cars there sometimes and left the garage unattended. And Brooklyn's like, which car are we going to take, Dad? And I was like, oh, we're going to steal your mom's today. And I literally said that. I never said that before. I was like, no, we're going to steal your mama's car today, just being a joke. And I go and hit the garage door opener, and her car's gone, and I see my car, and I'm like, the hell? So I go outside, and I'm looking in the backyard. I'm like, the fuck? Where the hell's the Jeep? So I go inside. I'm like, hey, babe, what'd you do with the Jeep last night? And she was like, what do you mean? I parked it in the driveway. Where else would I park it? And I was like, well, it's not there. And she had gotten I had gotten the oil changed that day, the day, and the key was left in the middle console because you know how I'd take it to the dealership to get my oil changes. So I just leave the key in the middle and I'll take the other key. I got 2 keys. So we never took that key out. So they got in the car, man, and they were probably fumbling around, stealing shit. And they realized all they had, it's a touch start. So it just says, press the brake and touch the button. It tells you what to do. So I'm sure they were like, oh shit, we can steal this car and just press the button and drive off. Well, they run it through like an industrial fence down the street at a farm. And when I say industrial, I'm talking about steel. And I mean, the guy had just paid $10,000-$12,000 for the fence and the motor and all that to get replaced. And then my car goes through it then 2 weeks later, and there's a bunch of crackheads is what I got to say about it, because they knocked down that fence, totaled my car, totaled the Jeep, and stole the van out of that driveway because he had the keys in his car.
Oh my God.
Listen, check this out. And then they drove it over the mountain to go to Dade County. So they stole a car from, I forget the name of the road, but if you go over in Dade County, they wrecked the car on the same damn road as they stole it from, but it was in Dade County. So it's like, it was just a weird situation. It was like, I think it was a bunch of crackheads. They stole my car and was trying to get to this address, but they ended up being in Walker County instead of Dade County. So they had wrecked my car, stole that car, and took it to the other road, the same road in Dade County. They wrecked the car, and then they stole a Volvo. And that car, listen, luckiest people I ever met in my life. Because they went on a stealing spree, and it was like
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing though: the places they were at, everybody leaves their keys in their car, I guess, because, well, hell, I mean, who's gonna walk up to my house that I live? Like I live where they wrecked the car at. I mean, dude, it was a one lane road, and it circled back around, so it was like one way in, one way out. Again, people were dumb, but they ended up getting that car, and they stole the Volvo in Dade County, and they ended up somewhere in Alabama, like 4, 5, 6 hours away, and they just left that car sitting. They didn't wreck it.